Hey there, Lincoln County. This is Dr. Allen coming to you this week from the Asbury Resource Center on the campus of Asbury Academy for your core communication for Friday, November the 3rd. This week, we've had a lot of stuff going on. Monday this week, we had a financial aid workshop at our office sponsored by College Foundation of North Carolina. It was from 6 to 7:30. If you're a parent of a senior and you were not able to come, but you still are looking for information, contact your school's guidance counselor for your seniors' information that they missed out on Monday. We want to celebrate our golf teams. They had the state championship golf matches this week as well. We had some teams competing, individuals competing. Definitely they represented Lincoln County well. Congratulations to all those folks who made it to the state championship. That's quite an honor. West Lincoln Middle School Chiefs had a three-peat last week. They won the Tri-County Conference Championship for softball. They beat North Lincoln, so it was an all-county championship event between North Middle and West Middle Won 2-1. Congratulations to the Lady Chiefs for that accolade. Asbury Academy also sponsored a trunk or treat event this week for some of our students at East High, Lincoln High, and Lincoln Middle School. We want to appreciate the students and staff from Asbury Academy that took time to make this a special event for our special students at those schools. Speaking of Asbury, as I said, we're here today at the Asbury Resource Center. I'm joined by our chief volunteer, Leslie. She is our guest today to really talk about what is the ARC, as we call it, the Asbury Resource Center. So Leslie, thank you for being my guest. So talk to me a little bit about the quick history of how this whole building came about.
Okay. 7 years ago, 6.5 actually, our minister, Ken Spencer at Asbury Church, met with Kathy Vincent, who was director of United Way at the time. He is very passionate about community work and working in the community and finding where there was a mission or a need that was not currently being met. Kathy suggested Asbury Academy to be able to support those students during their time at the school. So they sat down with Mary Beth Avery, who was the principal at the time, and Ken asked her directly, what do you need that is not currently being taken care of? Her biggest concern and need were clothing for her students. She also had some very young moms who needed baby clothes, and her goal was to keep these young mothers in school. And she said, I need clothes. So the conversation was, how do we do that and where would we do that? And well, what is that building next door to the academy?
Right.
Well, it's a storage building. Well, what if? And so very graciously, the school board agreed to let us use part of the building as a clothing closet. And so it sprang from there. But the true mission behind it is that we understand there are so many families in Lincoln County and children who don't have access to just the basic needs, hygiene items, appropriate clothing for school. And if they don't have those items, we know that their self-esteem suffers, their attendance at school suffers, and if it continues, they will probably drop out and they will not succeed. And so Mary Beth's goal was to really just keep these kids in school, have them achieve and graduate high school and have a productive life. So over the last few years, our mission has grown. The school just keeps opening up another room in the building for us and supporting us. Yeah. And so now we have dedicated rooms for each age group. We do accept clothing from infants through high school. We do prefer that they be school appropriate clothing because we want these kids to feel good about what they wear to school.
So it's a testament about the opportunity of how much the community has joined in this effort, because Dr. Spencer's no longer ministering here. He's moved on out of town. Kathy Vincent's retired. Mm-hmm. We have a new United Way director, and Mary Beth is now the principal of another school. So the fact that this has only grown bigger and more each year is a testament to how the county has bought into this. You have a lot of kids that come here and volunteer, a lot of teens, a lot of adults. Yes. Talk about if somebody wants to volunteer their service here, how do they get involved?
You can contact me, Leslie Barlowe, or you can just send me a message on our Facebook page. We have a Facebook page for Asbury Resource Center, so just message me. We normally work 1 day a week, and then a few other days to catch up because there's a lot. But our community has just been so responsive in providing clothing. We also grew, we realized there was a big need in West Lincoln. A lot of those families didn't have access to gas money actually to drive down here to find clothing. So again, Dr. Allen and the school provided us 2 rooms at the West Lincoln Middle School. So we have a little satellite resource center there where the kids can get clothing. And they access clothing through the social worker. If you're a parent, and especially during these days, even families who were able to make ends meet, this last fiscal year, it's almost become an impossibility with the increase in food and gas. They need assistance when they didn't need it before. So just reach out to the counselor at your school and let them know that your child is in need of clothing. She can come over here and shop for you. If you provide the sizes, they come and collect the clothing the children need, take it back to the school, and send it home to them. And then we offer 3 shopping days. Again, it is by invitation. You need to notify the counselor that you need clothing, and the school normally sends out some kind of a notice to the families that the shopping day is coming up. On those days, and we do one for back to school, one for Christmas, and one for summer. But on those days, the families that come bring all of the school age and toddlers and infants from the family, because if we're serving 1 3rd grader at one school, there's a big chance that there's other children in that family who need clothing also.
Right.
So they all get to come, and those are the days that make it all worthwhile. When you're here and you get to see these kids come through and pick out their own clothes, and they are so excited, it makes it all worthwhile.
And so you think about, we've got a lot of donations, but definitely we are always looking for new underwear, new socks,
Yes.
and toiletry items to go along with the opportunity to shop for clothes that are donated or gently used. A lot of the clothes in here are new as well, and are donated to our students. And you're right, it's not like you go and clean out your closet, because today what I wear may not be what a 14, 15-year-old boy would like to wear either. So you think about the fashion sense of some kids. But we're standing in one of the shopping rooms now. So, and if you think about how it's set up, you've got it by size, by teen girl, teen boy. You've got it like a department store in here in these rooms. So when the families come, you've really laid it out for them well to basically find what they need, get in, get out, because everybody's time's a value. Think about, from the volunteers, the stuff that we've got and the partnerships that it's taken. What's next? I know you've always got something in your mind to expand. So, what's on the horizon for the ARC and the West ARC, for what is still out there that we still need to do?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think just expanding our resources, having the room to be able to store more clothing, definitely getting the word out to those families in need. Just this last weekend, we have a community in town that we know those children needed access to clothing, and yet for some reason they didn't feel comfortable signing up for the shopping days. So we partnered with them, and we just held a separate shopping event for them. So we did 73 children yesterday, and those kids were absolutely thrilled. So I think really it's getting the word out, and then finding new ways, new volunteers, more time to have additional shopping days so that we know those needs are being met.
I understand. So definitely, if you're looking to help us reach out to our community for this opportunity, that would be very much appreciated. We have a lot of resources here and a lot of stuff to push, I will say, cycle through, from the seasonal changes. We put the clothes up, bring them back out. But all that to say is, if you're interested in helping us out, helping our students, we have 11,000 plus kids, and of those kids, there's a good population that need the support that the ARC is providing. I appreciate Leslie and your team of volunteers for helping make a difference in our lives, of our students and our families and the community, and how this 6.5 years later is continuing to grow and be more of a community hub, community resource. It's supported by United Way. We just got a grant from Timken Foundation to further help with this facility. We've got a lot of partnerships for the West ARC as well, with fresh fruit and vegetables to go along with some of our clothing needs. And so definitely, I feel the love and attention being given to the ARC and West ARC, but it's from help from people like you, if I can tongue twist it, get it out, that is helping get our message out. And that's part of the partnership, about us engaging with our community intentionally and purposefully. So I appreciate that.
And we appreciate the students come and help us also. We have a group from North Lincoln who come, and a couple of mornings a week, and they help just tidy up and do a few things. The academy students come over, and they're invaluable in helping us out and taking care of some of the physical things for us, and different service groups in the schools have come to support us. And again, we just feel blessed to get to do it, because there is nothing more rewarding than to see these children feel good about themselves. And if I can take just one moment, it was a perfect example was a young man who came in from next door, from the academy. He was applying for a job. He just wanted to look nice for that interview. So his mentor brought him over and said, can we find him a sports shirt? Absolutely. So we went in, he picked out a gorgeous sports shirt. We found him a nice pair of slacks. And as I was leaving the room to bag that up, I noticed he was looking at a sports coat. And I walked back in the room and my heart literally stopped. This young man looked so good. I said, honey, you've made this old woman's heart speed up. Come here with me for a minute. I took him across the hall and stood him in front of a mirror. He turned around and looked at himself, and if you could have seen him, he grew 1.5 inches, and he adjusted the lapel, and he was just beaming. He looked so good. He said, can I wear this back to the school? I want to show Mr. Greco what I look like. And he got the job. So
excellent.
That's just, that made the whole week absolutely worthwhile.
That definitely makes a lot worthwhile when you can see that happen. So you got all three of us in here tearing up. So good job on that, Leslie. All right, so definitely be a part of the impact for our community. Help out the Asbury Resource Center. Tonight we want to wish our football teams good luck. We've had a lot of success between soccer and cross country and volleyball and golf and tennis and now football. I'm sure I've left a sport out or two, but all 4 of our football teams are in the playoffs tonight. Congratulations to them. Safe travels to Lincolnton and East. Good luck tonight at home with North and West. Cross country state championships are tomorrow. Good luck to those teams that are traveling for that. Remember, Sunday we fall back an hour, gain an hour's sleep. Hallelujah. Get a little extra time. And then last but not least, our Board of Education work session is November the 7th at 1 p.m. And we do not have school on Veterans Day. That is November the 10th. Last but not least, we want to give shout out to 4 businesses in our community. We want to thank People's Bank for supporting East Lincoln community with their opportunity for support and people, not just money, but people. We want to thank LEDA, Lincoln Economic Development Association. They're an invaluable resource to what we do in career and technical education and all that they do to support our school system. Thanks to Cliff and John and Kara and LEDA for all they do. Insurance Bias, they are a key supporter for St. James Elementary School. Thank you for your support to the Knights. And last but not least, the Lincolnton Rotary Club supports Asbury Academy with their volunteers within their service organization. Y'all have a fantastic week. Remember, parents, help us to teach your children what it means to be safe and kind to others in our actions and our words. Y'all take care.